Guys, Cam Hawkins here from Trading Nut Podcast. You're about to watch a video where Andre Stewart, my trading mentor, is going to walk you through how he picked the Brexit vote on early January 2019, and he did it with a 4-pip drawdown and a mammoth trade. So, guys, you're going to see that, and not only are you going to see how he did it, so he's going to walk you through how exactly he picked it. You're going to see the fact that it wasn't just after the event either. So at the very end, I've taken a snippet from later on in this group call that we did, and you're gonna see a shot of his, or a glimpse of his actual price chart, and you're gonna see that he had his key prices marked out on there, and you're gonna see the fact that he actually had this Brexit trade already marked out on that chart. And I asked him impromptu on the call to talk about it. So, guys, this is the real deal. Okay, so check this out. It's quite amazing. I think you're gonna love it. Stay tuned to the end to see his actual price chart with the key levels marked up. Crazy stuff.
Okay, so again, the market's gonna move. So here's one of those things. This is why candle pattern trading is irrelevant. Volume is dynamic, yet it's also fixed. Now, what do I mean? A price move is only going to last for so long. So if you're relying on candle patterns and all kind of wave counts and all this other mumbo jumbo to get into the market, you're missing the move, right? You're flat out missing the move. You're missing the best price. You're missing out, right? Because again, you don't know what you don't know. Now, what you may not know is that volume exhausts the more price actually runs, right? So on my feed, I had the potential stopping point for this move and I trade with FX Choice and LQDFX. I had the stopping point at 126. Hold on, that's GU, because it happened on GU just the same. So on my feed, I had it at 137,388. So just a little bit below the 400. But let's look here, crosshairs. So here we go, right here. So as an attraction point, price is going to move to levels of high volume. So this was my point to where I wanted to buy. Set my limit right here. And now what you don't see is my key prices, right? You don't see that. I'm not going to put them on here because somewhere around here is a key price, one of those fixed prices that very few people understand about. Somewhere in here. And market stopped right here. I have my limit here for a bid here. Now, Eli and another guy, we were on and we talked about fundamental news trading. Two things happen. You can tell the direction of, I'm just going to spill it. You can tell the direction of whatever fundamental thing is going to do by what it does in London, right? Depending on time base. If it's moving down in London, you have a very, 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 very good chance that the news is going to probably push it up depending on the time. I think this one was around, hold on, I can tell you actually, when I got the notification, like 11 a.m., so a little bit after noon my time. So it kept pushing down, and again, price pushed to the less liquid side of the market. That search down was looking for bids. And what everyone wants to know is we're institutional order full. It's not supply and demand. It doesn't look like a supply and demand pattern. It does not look like, and again, I know it's controversial because, I know you had If on here, who was a great supply and demand trader, don't get me wrong, but how can I say this without sound like a complete, but supply and demand is only relative to volume, right? And you can sit here and fade supply and demand patterns all you want, but if you don't have a non-biased information on your chart, you're kind of just shooting for the fences. So, and again, and it's not even about order flow, right? It's more or less is anticipating where institutions will buy, where institutions will sell, right? And it's tricky. It's very tricky. It's one of those things that you don't know what you don't know. And lo and behold, it took me years to figure it out. Well, I say it took me a little bit less time than it would take the average trader to figure out, because I focused in on trying to figure it out. Now, I know where to look. Eli knows where to look. Cam, you know where to look because I shared it with you too. I found it here, right? And it doesn't look like a rally-based rally, drop-based drop, none of that. It just looks like a price where they're going to do business at. So I locate the price they're going to do business at, set my limit order, and on every single one of my trades, I have a 12 pip stop maximum. I will not go over 12 pips. If I have to risk even 13, I did not get a good entry. It's just one of the things. It is what it is. If I have to risk more than 12 pips, my entry was crap, or I read price wrong. And boom, it hit it. Couple pip drawdown. And then my take profit was just, again, it's fundamental. So I'm not going to attempt to be a hero here. My profit level was, well, first profit level was just beneath here, because you also run the chance that this is high volume, right? You also run the chance of the market tagging this right here, coming back to the potential key price and running up. So you want to remove something. However, it actually ran up to high volume right here, literally to the pip. And just before that, because I don't like to call tops and bottoms anymore, because it just does too much to the ego for me personally, get out right there. And boom, now you have a new day. So now you got to figure out what this daily direction is going to be. I hope that makes sense. But that was Brexit for GJ for me. And it was no different on cable. What is, I like the, oh, here we go, because I like the Oanda feed. Cable is the same thing. That was an entry on cable. My key price is somewhere in here, and I'm looking above and I'm looking below. I don't care about support and resistance because that's noise, because I can put a line anywhere on this chart and make it look good. I can literally make it look good. That doesn't matter. What matters is non-biased information, right? So again, I plot my key price, a little bit more drawdown on this one, and the same profit targets, literally the same profit targets, because there's the price structure is just about the same. Take some out here, because a lot of times these deflection points, price could come back up to here and fall. The same exact thing. But I don't recommend news trading until the setup becomes clear, because again, price is always pushing to the less liquid side. So that's probably one of the major things to take away. So anywho, enough about me. This is not about me. This is about you guys. Tell me, how can I help you, and let's make this productive. You can drop it in the chat. What do you want me to look at? Gimmicky, and I'm not gimmicky. I'm like straight to the point.
We can see your chat at the moment.
Oh, I knew that.
MD4.
Y'all got a glimpse of my key prices. God damn it.